you have built the product or the service and you've launched, you've done all the things and you're showing up, posting the content, sending the emails and doing the work. But when you look at the numbers, honestly, just nobody is buying, right? And that is frustrating. It is so easy to panic in this season. It is easy to look at the silence and assume that you've done something wrong or that you've missed something. You might even assume that God has forgotten you or that you need to completely tear down what you've built and start from scratch. And the silence, it can be really loud in those times, right? Like, what's the TikTok trend? You hear the saxophones getting louder, um, and the temptation to go harder and to strive and to just maybe if I do a little bit more can be really overwhelming. So I just want to tell you before you pivot, okay, before you start slashing prices and throwing out flash sales and giving up, let's take a minute to pause. And walking alongside other builders, my other community of entrepreneurs, is that sometimes a lack of sales is not a marketing problem. Sometimes it's a stewardship problem. And it could be an invitation from God to deepen your roots before He expands your reach. Okay. And today I want to walk you through what I believe is a good response or a good posture to have, a good heart posture to have when nobody is buying. Okay. So when nobody is buying, our first instinct is almost always to change directions or to maybe do more. But as 5G builders, okay, as people who are committed to building with God at the center, we have to remember a core truth that runs through everything we do here. Submission comes before strategy, right? This is why we are submitted CEOs, right? Submissive CEOs. Submission comes before strategy. If you find yourself questioning your entire calling every time, you're in a slow season or your launch goes kind of quiet, it is worth asking whether you trust in God or whether your trust is in the transaction. But for me anyways, I found that God will often allow a season of slowness, like of slow growth to test whether my trust is actually in Him or in the little things that I think that I'm doing. Thanks for watching this clip. If you want the full conversation, head to the Submissive CEO podcast, streaming on YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Make sure you subscribe and follow so you don't miss the next episode.
Is the Submissive CEO.